Hey folks, I'm State Representative Dave Paul. I'm here at Deception Pass Park. You know, our state parks are a treasure to our state. They help provide great outdoor recreation opportunities, and I think it's no secret that getting outside is good for both your physical and your mental health. We're especially blessed in the 10th District to have so many wonderful parks. I'm really pleased to serve on the Innovation, Community and Economic Development, and Veterans Committee to help support our parks. And I'm really excited the work we're doing to help support our communities by getting folks, when they visit our parks, to make sure that they're treating them well and treating our communities well, and also to encourage folks to visit our parks in the off-season, in the shoulder season. That's good for local businesses, helps our hotels and restaurants and small businesses on main streets. So when you're visiting our state parks, sometimes check out maybe the road less traveled. So here at Deception Pass Park, folks love to visit the North Beach and see the bridge, but you can also see the bridge and visit the park on the other side at Cornet Bay, so go across the other side of Highway 20. There are accessible trails there and opportunity to drop crab pots and kayak and fish, but much less crowded. And that's a great opportunity, especially on the weekends, to see the park without fighting the crowds that you might at the main parts of Deception Pass. So our state parks budgets were cut far too much during the Great Recession, and we have been struggling to get funding back the way it should be. That's really important for the maintenance and preservation of our parks, making sure that campgrounds are open, that trails are well maintained. So I've been working on that throughout both the operating and capital budgets and making sure that our local parks here in the 10th District get the funding they deserve to help make sure that everybody across the district and across our state can enjoy them. So state parks are really important to our economy. We're home to not only Deception Pass and Fort Casey, but even smaller parks like Fort Eby, and they help bring folks into our community. Of course, folks take the ferry or drive on our highway system, and they help the hotels and restaurants and small businesses throughout the 10th District. Of course, it's great to have folks also ride their bikes onto the ferries, and we have a lot of even agritourism, so folks will come up and visit our farms and then stop off at a park on the way home. One of the best parts of serving as your state representative is getting to listen to members of the community and then advocating for what's best for our community at the state level. So I'm really pleased at some of the capital projects that we've done, where we've secured capital dollars at the state construction budget to help fund an important project like the Boys and Girls Club here in Oak Harbor. So we know the importance of having quality before and after school programming that's great for kids and great for working moms and dads. It was a real honor to help secure the funding, working across the aisle, working with both of my seatmates to help get this facility built here at Oak Harbor. So one of the projects I am most proud of is our work to help improve youth mental health outcomes in our community. We knew even before the pandemic how important it was to help provide better opportunities for students, for young people. And coming out of the pandemic, I worked with local mental health providers, with local county officials, with organizations like Big Brothers Big Sisters to put together a proposal to help have better after-school activities, better opportunities for students to interact in the summer while they weren't in school. We talked to young people to get their feedback and learn the importance of having more opportunities to talk with peers or counselors, and even doing that online. Really proud of the collaboration to bring folks together and to have community-led outcomes to help improve youth mental health. So one of the priorities I've had is to work on educational issues, especially around dual credit programs that help students earn college credit and trade skills while they're still in high school, and even introducing students to the trades while they're still in middle school. So we've done work to help make college in the high school free for high school students. We've also done work to make sure that students can take running start classes. Those are classes taught at your local community college, to be able to take those in the summer for the first time ever. And then we're doing work this upcoming year to help students with the trades and making sure that those career and technical programs they take in their K-12 system can help transfer to an apprenticeship program or a workforce training program. Really excited about that work. So our small businesses are the engine of our local economies. One of the reasons I wanted to serve on the Community and Economic Development Committee was to help better support small businesses so that they can help support working families. Really excited about the work being done for Main Street associations, for communities like Oak Harbor and Coopville and Mount Vernon all across our state, and then work we're doing to help make sure that small businesses have access to broadband, because that is so important in today's economy. We know the importance for economic development, but also for healthcare and education. For small businesses, it's especially critical for them to be able to compete. They've got to be able to have online retail to complement their face-to-face retail. And a lot of parts of our district have a rough time getting access to broadband. So we're working to make sure that small businesses can get that access, that families can get that access, schools have that access. Working across our state to help the state's broadband office be able to better serve our community. In districts like the 10th district, we don't have big employers like Boeing, so it's critically important that our small businesses have the opportunity to thrive and to have a workforce to help support their business and paying family wage jobs. So Washington State Ferries are really important for our community. They help get people to work, they help people get to medical appointments and to school. And boy, folks in our district have had a rough time over the last few years. But we don't have enough ferries actually on the water. We have not built ferries in over 10 years. And we've had our struggles with recruiting folks to be engine rooms and on our docks to help keep the ferries running. I'm pleased to report that we've got good news on all those fronts. Our new construction budget has a site to get 5 new ferries building in the next few years. We have a new bid process so that we can have multiple ferry yards building boats at the same time. That's going to be great for our community. And we've done a lot of work to help make sure that we're recruiting folks into the ferry system and helping to retain employees within the Washington State Ferries. One of the things I'm really proud of is that the work we've done to help with the maintenance and preservation of ferries. So we've added a second shift to our maintenance facility down on Bainbridge Island to help keep those ferries running. We're going to have to retrofit 3 ferries to help make sure they can extend their life while we wait for those new ferries to go on the water. And finally, we're electrifying our ferry system, which is really good for the environment and even better for taxpayers, because that's going to help reduce our dependency on diesel fuel. And we'll start seeing those new hybrid electric ferries as early as 2027. So hybrid ferries are going to be really good for our community because they're going to help reduce our dependency on fossil fuels. They're actually going to save taxpayer money. So we know that hybrids is the direction that the shipping industry is headed, and we want to make sure that we get our ferries moving in that direction as well. We have 3 ferries that are going to be retrofitted with hybrid propulsion systems. Those ferries are going to have those propulsion systems redone anyway, so we might as well replace them with hybrid. And then our new ferries are going to come online as hybrids, so they'll run both on diesel but also on electricity. For short routes like the Clinton-Mukilteo route, that is perfect. Most of the time that ferry will run on electricity, but when it has to run on diesel, the batteries will capture that extra energy. And again, that's going to be great for taxpayers. We know that hybrid ferries are going to be cheaper to maintain, and again, they're going to save us a lot of money on fuel costs. So it's really important that we help diversify our workforce. We have seen workforce shortages in nearly every industry in our economy, and Washington State Ferries is no exception. So we've got to recruit new folks into that workforce, and we've done a lot of innovative things to help do that. So we've helped create a pathway so that folks can get their credentials that are required by the Coast Guard, get those more easily. We have a housing program now where folks can stay at a local community college or university while they're doing that training down in Seattle. And we've helped increase our connections to the Seattle Maritime Academy and other community college programs to help make sure that folks see that pathway from the academic classroom right onto the engine room of a Washington State Ferry. Really excited about that progress. These are good paying family wage jobs with great benefits. If you have not checked out the job opportunities at the Washington State Ferries, I'd really encourage you to do so. So one of the most important things we can do in the state legislature is to help support local public safety. And I'm really proud of the work we have done to help Central Whidbey Fire and Rescue help complete their fire station here on Race Road, but also looking more holistically at the way that we can help our local fire and police departments complete projects that have been approved by voters, but many of those projects got behind because of inflationary costs. So really proud of that work that we did to help not only get this project on the path to the completion, but having that conversation with the state legislature about the importance of supporting our local governments and getting this work done. So one of the things I've learned in talking to local first responders is the importance of 911 operators and 911 communications in public safety. So this past couple of years, we've really worked hard to support 911 operators. They're the true first responders that are getting our calls when we have an emergency and helping make sure they've got the support they need to help do their jobs well and have the training they need to do that job as well as they can. Also, proud of the work we've done to help support the infrastructure in rural places like Island County and Skagit County, where we've helped public safety officials upgrade their 911 systems, upgrade their communication systems and their radios to be able to talk to each other, and also help prepare for major disasters so that they can communicate across county lines with each other if we have an earthquake or another major disaster. So we've seen workforce shortages across almost every sector in our economy, and law enforcement is no exception to that. Really proud of the work we've done in the state legislature to help improve workforce employment opportunities for law enforcement. At the state patrol level, we've helped improve the recruitment and retention practices and signing bonuses to get folks into our Washington State Patrol. Also working to make sure that we can expand our local law enforcement training academies. Those are traditionally done out of Burien, down in South Seattle. But one of those centers is going to be in Skagit County. That is really critical for Island, Skagit, and Snohomish County to help cut that travel time down to the training facility and help our local law enforcement officials be able to recruit folks right here at home. Mental health and behavioral health is a major issue in our community and across our state. I've listened to so many folks that a family member has been touched by a mental health crisis or a substance use disorder crisis. We've done a lot of work in this area, helping improve on the capital side, on the construction side, building new facilities, and equally importantly is making sure we've got the professional staff within those facilities to help people with recovery or to get out of that mental health crisis. We've got a lot of work to do to help expand that training, to help get folks into the mental health and substance use disorder fields. But we're going to continue to work on that in the legislature and help to better support our community and our state. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you have a great day.